I'm Bianca De Bono. I am founder and director of De Bono Marketing. So De Bono Marketing is a new type of agency which aims to bring a varied and diverse pool of talent together to support various different brands from various different sectors and industries for brand growth and delivering results based on their key challenges. The De Bono Marketing networking agency idea came from the fact that lots of traditional agencies nowadays have retained staff and experts within their business, but they're not able to necessarily be as agile and as diverse with regards to what they offer to their clients based on those individual challenges. Every brand and every business out there has a different challenge depending on which sector they're in, but also there is simply those brands which think they know what they want, but they don't actually know what they want, and getting them the right solution is really important because it means that the end result and the goals and the results that they get will be different depending on which solution they choose. And what we give them is not only the solution, but we also help them to think through which solution is right for them. So we work with a very diverse pool of talent, and not necessarily just in the UK. They basically come from worldwide, and that comes from my experience working across the industry for going on to 28 years now, having worked in America, Germany, Austria, right through to Dubai and Arabia. So lots of relationships have been built up. I've worked across both directly with brand as marketing director level, but I've also worked with agency, and that combined experience has helped me to understand the needs and challenges of brands and how those keep on evolving in quite a fast-paced environment, but also from an agency point of view, what the challenges are of trying to keep up with meeting those challenges and making sure that we're as flexible to deliver to those challenges. It's not from just a budget point of view, but it's also from an actual delivery point of view. Most clients want things yesterday and they want them for as little as possible. So what we are able to do is we're able to flex the talent, flex the expertise that they need on a project by project basis or as a retained partnered approach as well. And that gives them the flexibility to work and flex and keep control also not only of the budget side, but also of delivering to those specific challenges. And that's much appreciated in a very fast environment where things change on a daily basis. Well, I'd say if I had to ask specific people in the team, my role is to be a pain in the arse. But it's all about coordinating and orchestrating the different parts of the puzzle and bringing it all together. So when we go to a brand and they ask us for a specific thing, normally what we start with is what's the end goal? What are we trying to get? And very often it never is just one isolated piece of delivery. You know, you'll have someone that wants to create more awareness. So the campaign needs to be talking to the right audience. So there's a bit of strategy in there. Then there'll be, with that, it's not enough to just have the strategy. You need to have the creative to support that strategy. So that's the second part. Then you'll also need to understand which channels you're talking to get that right audience at the right time in the right place. That's the third part. Very much that third part could end up being 5 different pieces because it might be social and it might be website and it might be, there's lots of different parts coming together. So the real success of something like that happening is actually the bigger picture and being able to coordinate all those pieces to work together in such a synchronized way that the end result is as effective as it can be, but also, this is the challenge, as efficient as it can be, so that we are making the biggest return on investment for every penny the customer is actually spending. And the way we like to describe what we do, it's De Bono Marketing. I mean, it's part of the brand, and the way that we've presented it is all about, empowering results-driven brands, because that's what people care about. They care about the return on investment. But they also care about the reputation they have. So these are all the different things we think about. And with my experience of being able to coordinate those kind of projects, I'd suppose, yeah, that's my role, to make sure that's happening. Because if that's happening and everything's coming together, we're not only empowering experts to do the best job they can, which, I must say the team I've got around me is amazing, but it's also the actual customers that say, well, that was great and I want more of that. And that's success. And that's what we're all about. We're about delivering that true success, not just for our people, but also for the client. I'd say there's 2 or 3 main challenges that I see with clients overall. In the market that we currently are in, obviously budget is a constant. The other one is around managing multiple suppliers. So that is also a big challenge for many brands, and understanding and keeping up with key trends and changes. It's a very fast-paced market, as I've mentioned. So there's lots to consider. A lot of brands have smaller teams, and they don't necessarily have every single expert in their team that can keep up with those challenges. So that's one area that we absolutely can support with, providing the right experienced experts, which we have as part of our team, with like myself, a decade of experience that we can bring to support them. Our team is also quite flexible, and we are constantly on top of all the trends in the marketplace. We understand the latest updates because every single one of my team is an expert in their field. So they will be up to date on all the latest trends. And the other one is managing multiple suppliers. With De Bono Marketing, we offer everything under one roof, which makes it a lot easier. So rather than having to go to multiple suppliers, as a good example, one of our clients, they had a website, they had an IT company, then they had a data company, and they also had a CRM company. And they found it very difficult when they had a problem to figure out which person to turn to. With us, with having a solution and everything under one roof, they just contact one person and we sort it out within 1 to 2 days. So it's about getting to market faster, providing solutions that are easier and doing it in a really efficient way, but also producing the results that support our clients and make their lives easier. I've really enjoyed the journey so far with De Bono Marketing. It's been my dream to open my own company and run my own agency, not for the sake of just running a business, but because I really want to make a change to how brands are serviced. And I want to do it in a way that feels both fair to the client and is actually producing results that can be talked about. It excites me genuinely to see great work go out. It excites me to work with, that expression. If you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong place. And I totally agree with that. I like to be with really smart people, and I must admit, the team that I work with in each of their different specialisms, they surprise me every day. There's always something I can learn, and it feels like fun. But it also feels like something that I can learn from every day. So it's a great environment to work in, and to be able to be part of that and have founded that. It's an honor that everyone joins. Everyone who's working with me is working with me and enjoys working with me. So that's number one. I really love doing what I do. For clients, I've also enjoyed the feedback from clients, the results that we're seeing from the first projects that are going out the door, to be seeing more conversions, to see that they are successful, and for them to keep on coming back and saying they want that level of professionalism in other parts of their business. That's really satisfying, and that means that what we're doing is working, and it's successful, and we want more of that. We want to help more brands to get where they want to get to, and to provide them with outside the box thinking. I know that everyone has a set way of doing things, and we like to take that one step further. And I'm excited to do that with more brands.